Hi guys, it's Jada again, and I want to give you, while I was talking about the 5-1 transitions, I want to give you a different one. I'm going to use four different voicings, so I'm going to call this four voicings, I guess, or four voicings for contemporary, um, a more contemporary, I guess, 5-1 transition, and it's utilizing a rootless voicing, but because of how nice it sounds overall, even if you don't have a bass player, it still gives it a real nice effect. um Matter of fact, I almost kind of, I mean, we all aspire to have those bass players, but skipping that skipping that bass note and making it implied sometimes gives a song a nice effect. So let me see here. I want to be in D flat. Let's go ahead and give the numbers for D flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back to 1. Now, if we're talking about that 5, um, we can go ahead and identify that it's the A flat. So, uh, even though our 5 chord, if we're in D flat, here's our dominant 5 chord position. Now, what I'm doing here is really taking this A flat out. Now, this is a diminished chord, but this is not how I'm going to voice this. I'm actually going to use a piece of that. People are always talking about that tritone. I want to flip it. I want to put the seventh at the bottom and the third, and then go ahead and put my ninth in there. So in my left hand, I want this just to give it a little bit more color. And I'm not going to have my A flat in my right hand at all. I mean, my left hand at all. I may use it in my right hand every now and then because I want to show you 4 different voices, but they're all going to have this is my left hand. It could be this, just the tritone, um, but I want to put this B flat in here to make it a little bit thicker. So this one I want to roll. I'm going to roll from my A flat, and this is for me to roll, and then I can go here. And this is my 1 major 7th chord. So again, one more time. Those are all the notes. Roll into that B flat. So that's one version. Now notice when you're hearing this, you're hearing this movement. And that note is in D flat as well. But we're using, and this is why there's 4 of them, because I'm using all of them. I want to pull to a certain note in the 1 chord. So this one is pulling to that 5, the 5th note in that chord, in the 1 chord. Now, I want to say this because sometimes it'll be better to use one over the other just because of what the melody note is. So sometimes if if your melody note is on that 1, you want to go there. If it doesn't really matter, you can switch them up. Here's another one, same bass. Again, this is what's happening. I've got the full dominant chord, but then I've added a ninth in there, and I've taken out my root. Here we go. So this next one is adding the 13th in here, and it's basically using the 13th. That's my 13th because this is my, if we thought in A flat for just a second, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and since we've got the a 7th present, even though it's a dominant chord, it's a 13 chord. So it's a 13th, that's the 9th, that's a 3rd, and then for extra color, we're putting that 13 again on the top. And here's my 1 chord, and it's this one is actually the second of the 1 chord. second of the one chord. That's a 2. So the second of the one chord. Don't get confused. Try not to get confused of all the numbers I'm throwing around. See that? And really I can go ahead and call it the 9th because I have my 7th present. So my 9th of the one chord, if that'll make it easier to understand. That's the next one. E flat, A flat, B flat, E flat. We got our 9ths in here, got our 5th in here, got our 13th in here, and everything else is in the left hand. One more time. There's that, and then again, that was going there. Now watch me do this one here. This one. That one I like the least, really, but it's using that 7th again in the top, and then it's got the 9th, and then it's got the 11th in it, and then there's that dissonance between this, but since we're not staying on it, it works nicely. And that goes, got my 3rd up here, my 5th, and then my 7th. One more time. We've got that. That's a different version. We're gonna try to use all these in a little groove, I guess you can say, in a second. And then let's go ahead and tonicize that one. So put this chord. We used it over the 1 a minute ago, but let's put it over the 5 chord here. This would be the 5th note of the 5 chord. That's the 1, the 5 chord, and here's our 9th again. And then I may not even want to use the 7th for that one. So here we go. And I'm adding the 6th in here just because. So I want to do a little groove, and I'm going to do it a 2, 5, 1, and then I'm just going to keep wrapping around this 2, 5, 1. And just so you can see, well, let's just play with it. Oh. That was the first one. Which one did I not do? I forgot which one I didn't do. I did that one. Coming up with stuff. So that was just something throwing all of those in there. 2, 5, 1, but I kept wrapping it around, and I went out of the key. If you were looking at that, out of the key to get my. I was acting like I was in E flat minor, and I borrowed my 2 diminished, even though this is the key that I'm in. This is the target chord, I was using it like a 2, 5, 1 in E flat minor. Just threw that in there as extra. So yeah, go ahead. That was just, again, that 5 chord there, and this one. I think that might have been the one I didn't use right there. Let's do it. Something like that. So there you go. At least 4 ways. You probably have more that you can use a 2-5-1. Let me use a song that was just a groove. I just threw that in there so that you would see. I went slower, so let me do it. Something like that. So that was me using it in a song. Now, another place you can see this one especially, I'm gonna say right here in this key. Hold on, let me do it again. That's really how he's voicing. This is really how he's voicing it. So he took that 5, and you hear this a lot in Mike Burrell, that West Coast style. They'll do stuff like this one right here, and that's that same move, but he is anticipating a bass player. But you hear that in Emmanuel, and then he did it in what's the name of the song? Oh goodness, what is it? Lord prepare me. That's how he did it right there. I had to think about the song. I'm so sorry. So that was in the key of F. He did the same thing. That was the 5 chord. Back to the 1. So you hear that type of thing a lot in that West Coast style. I just did it with. I filled it up a little bit different way, but you can. Essentially, it's this right here. And it's doing this. So if you played the whole thing, let me try to stretch out. If you had a bass player, that's happening down here. But he's just playing it all in one area. Like this is the left hand, right hand, and the bass is taking care of that. So you'll see that. I'll try to put both of those songs in the description so that you can go ahead and listen to those. If you don't have them, go ahead and buy them. Again, like I said, support gospel music. Go ahead and spend that 99 cents or that $1.29. It's not a big investment, but if you learn something from it, if your choir sings it or your praise team or whatever, go ahead and invest in the artist. They can continue to make great music for you to be better as a musician. Keeps you in a job as a musician when they have great music. Go ahead and just spend a couple of dollars or whatever it is and get some new music today if you don't already have it. Um, Once again, happy practicing. And if you like this content, go ahead and like and subscribe. Let me know what songs you use this move in. And then also, if you have questions or comments or looking for lessons, email me at jadaonpiano@gmail.com. Go ahead and learn that in every key. And like I said, happy practicing. Have a blessed day.